So at the beginning of the chapter, we see all the Navy fleets preparing to leave Egghead Island. Load the Seraph as soon as they're charged. As for the weaponized sea beast in Mark III Pacifista, oh, Rob Lucci's son, Kaku-san. We see Rob Lucci and Kaku entering the ship. Where's Stuzy? They not really replying, but Lucci says killed in action. So, like, did Lucci kill her, or did they let her get away, or she escaped? We really don't know. We obtained everything we set out for, Saturn tells him. Of York, Punk Records, and the power station in hand, we have secured access to the eternal Mother Flame. That result would have been more than adequate, but we had one critical hiccup. And we all know what that is, man. They let Vegapunk. Vegapunk ran his mouth, man. And he told the people, man, what the world government don't want them to know. And for that, man, because they don't even want them to know anything. Like, we forget O'Hara was destroyed because they researched the poneglyph. And, like, some of the research, or most of the research that they had, Vegapunk told the entire world. So basically, they destroyed an entire island for that information not to be leaked. And it got leaked. So they mad as hell. We're terribly sorry, sir, all the vice admirals lined up in front of Saturn say. It is a disgrace that we failed to capture Jewelry Body and the Straw Hat crew. Even with our grand Buster Call fleet, the 9 of us vice admirals couldn't get the job done. Please give us leave to pursue them to Elbab. So all the vice admirals that were there, man, they upset, man. They like, give us the second chance so we can get Straw Hat, Luffy, and Body, man, so we can make up for our fatal mistakes. And Saturn, like, man, don't forget Elbab. He like, I'm not even worried about that right now, bro. The fear to which I refer to is more than dire. Allowing Vegapunk's message to play was an unexpected disaster. Not to mention, that Iron Giant servicing to and aiding the pirates' escape is ironic, really. So we see a flashback with Saturn in the Iron Giant 200 years ago in front of Marigis. So it's right after the giant robot, like, didn't have no energy no more and power down. But Saint Saturn, we've already received orders to scrap it. I will take responsibility. I will take responsibility should this be uncovered. Now do as I bid and study it thoroughly. Really? The scientists say. I'm certain it will ultimately prove to be a great asset to our military might. Thank you for the opportunity, the scientists say. It would have been a shame to junk something such a specimen. It remained dormant for 200 years, Saturn says, and yet it currently moved to protect Straw Hat Luffy. And one of the vice admirals say, I believe is Doberman, he says, Saint Saturn, as a humble and loyal soldier of the world government, I have one question weighing on my mind. You said allowing Vegapunk's message to escape was a failure. Does that imply there was some truth behind his remarks? So, like, Doberman tried to think on his own, man. We know Saturn don't like it. Saturn glared at him. They're all saying he's in pain all over the ground. They all, Vice Admiral Doberman, we need a medic. Slap one of them awake, Vice Admiral. So they all clamoring at him. And then we back at Egghead inside the lab. We see York. Huh? What's happening? Sky clouds? Not good. They aren't stopping. What? Why is the Cloud Factory going haywire? So basically, all the Cloud Factories is messing up somehow. They're going to the sky. And York's trying to shoot it down. It must be Edison. That damn fool. He couldn't just roll over and die, could he? Hey, then we see Edison. He like, bingo, I got you. Then they go into the sky. You're like, damn it, I've been played. He's taking Punk Records. So Punk Records is no longer in the government's hands. And then we back in Marigis, the holy man of Marigis. What do you mean? That dimwit Vegapunk can't be telling the truth. What is a Kainu doing? He still hasn't done anything about Kuma's escape. Besides, the world's sake, it doesn't affect us, man, because we're the top of the grand line. What is this scraps? One of Celestial says as he tells his chef. You buffoon of a chef, I ordered beef. Why did you serve me fish? He tell him, man, I'm so terribly sorry, your worship, our stocks have been dwindled. And we can't forget the revolutionary already destroyed their food supply, man, so they low on food. And the Celestial Dragon tells him, man, this is unheard of. And then he shoots him. This food issue has gone too far, the Celestial says. I not only missed a meal yesterday, I wasn't allowed any snacks. Unacceptable. Treated like a common street rat. Is there a famine? Will we starve? We must sentence whoever responsible to death. No, that's not enough. The Negligent Scum responsible should be tortured for their Sacrilege. And then we had the room of authority. We see the girl saying, then we see Saint Garland. Garland, what do you think you're doing here? New orders, he says, have been bestowed upon me. New orders from who? What are you saying, Garland? Tread lightly, you forget yourself. You man, forget your own place. And they like, who? And then Garland let them know, man, the Vegapunk known as Yorkshire henceforth be under my purview. As I was just named the new defense science warrior god. Don't tell me, they all say. The world is headed for turmoil. An unprecedented level of rebellion is imminent. Let us work together to better the world, my fellow elders. So, like, Garland is the new warrior god of science, taking Saturn's place. And then we back on the coast of Egghead. Then all of a sudden, Saturn is reaching for his throat. He's like, where are those medics? We heard neither the Vice Admiral say, Saint Saturday, y'all. Yeah, what's going on? He's one of the world's overseers. We can't let anything happen to him. Is it me or something to do? Saint Saturn tells us, what should we do? And then he gasps. He like he about to die. He got shadows covering him. He's like, nah, no, it can't be. And then the Vice Admirals all look at him. Then we see Imu Sama. Saturn, Joy Boy was behind that escape and you allowed it to happen. Moo, have mercy. How can I anticipate that foul boiling us? And then he obliterates him. The only thing that's left is a skeleton. So we at the top of the sky island in the sky with the clouds that escape the egghead. So we see Edison, York, Pythagoras, and Atlas. Looks like we were able to move the Labostratum too. That traitor York got in the way. The signal reaches across the globe, so she'll still be able to connect. But that's better than handing her the whole thing on a silver platter, ain't it? Yeah. Until the day all of humanity can access our brain, we have to keep it safe. It'll probably be at least 500 years. I assume you use a roaming cloud. You got it. But the whole world will reckon us Vegapunks are 6 feet under. So it's not like we can leisurely tour the world now, can't we? True, and with no funds or resources, we can't keep inventing stuff either. So they all fuse together and form some type of new Vegapunk. How do we look? Absolutely bonkers, haha. I see you always adorned by lovely proportions, huh? Shut up. This tall is you're going to spare parts out. Alright? They throw your spare parts. So we back at Kamabaka Kingdom. Oh my, how grisly. What's gonna happen? Are we going to die? I don't wanna die. No water's gonna kill me. I can't swim. To put it bluntly, none of us knew these details. The void system covered a massive world, Koala says, and that culminated ancient weapons tech plunging the world 200 meters underneath the ocean. Not only that, but the one who claims the One Piece not only be Pirate King, don't like he gets to wield that devastating power for themselves. We can't let that happen. The world was safe. This explains why the first celestial dragon chose to live on the red line. It's the highest point on the planet, bro. There's also Tequila Wolf, Vodka Wolf, Roll Wolf, and Bourbon Wolf. Is this why they spent the last 700 years forcing slaves to build all those gigantic structures? So it seems like a lot of stuff that we didn't know about in the story started coming into place. Like the celestial dragons, we're being told chose to sit on top of the red line because basically if a flood happened, it'll be good. All of the pieces are falling into place. You took the word right out of my mouth. Mine too. Vegapunk, Dragon says. Among those who heed your warning, many will act out of self-interest, not peace. We must hurry up and achieve victory for our cause before the people of the world will kill each other, secure habitable land. So Vegapunk thinking it in the retrospect. You thinking, man, like, so you gonna have a lot of people, man, just trying to look after they self, man, only care about they self. And like, man, we gotta make sure things are good so we don't reach that possibility. So that's the end of the chapter. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You mess with my content. Anyway, Fearless Joy out. Till next time.